Right. Hello. Happy witching hour. Well, almost. How y'all doing? This is High Priestess Jamila. Hello. How are you? If you actually get to reach this video, make sure that you guys show some love by hitting that thumbs up button. I got some things that I want to talk about right now, and some of it may not be so understood, but we'll see where spirit takes this, okay? So, the question is, oh, and by the way, we are at a full moon and we are at the summer solstice. The summer solstice is actually the 20th this year. And shout out to all of the witches and the women, the pregnant women, the lactating women, women, all sorts of women, transgender women, all of y'all. Hello. And shout out to the witches. But I wanted to I was actually in the shower while that song was playing. I timed it perfectly too. I've taken 4 showers today. Yes. Okay, because it's not hot today, but yeah. So the question of the day is, are witches under terroristic attack in the United States? It wouldn't be in any other country. It seems like the witches that are in other countries seem to not be sort of dealing with this. But in light of one of the most popular witches on here, which I won't call her name, well, I will, Lady Grave Dancer, in light of her converting over to Christianity, um, it just got me to thinking about some stuff. And, whenever a witch converts to Christianity, it's kind of like you want to ask them, are you okay? Is everything okay? Blink 3 times if you're okay, because it's a very weird energy. And I can honestly say that as a witch, these boys out here, these church boys out here, they take their Bibles way too seriously. They take it way too seriously for my liking. As a witch, there would be utterly and absolutely no way that I would ever convert to Christianity, ever. I couldn't imagine why a witch would do that. I can't even imagine, honestly, I don't trust anybody except for Hecate and then even Satan and Lucifer. I don't trust any of them. Any of them, okay? And I'm not saying that I don't trust you if you're a Christian, but like it seems to me, and pardon me, is that they are trying to take us, hijack us. And when the feminists start standing up and saying things, people always want to discredit them, but they warned everybody. And then all of a sudden, they began to try to do things like ban abortion. And there's actually some states where abortion is still banned. I personally would never have an abortion, but I think that it's a sign, it's a telltale sign of what's going on. And so to me, what my spidey senses are telling me is, because I'm going to be honest with y'all. Um, I have felt like there was an attempt to discriminate against me and to violate my constitutional rights. We're just going to woosah on that one. And so I definitely can understand if it becomes obvious, maybe possibly in the community that you live in, to where witchcraft is not accepted, and maybe you don't necessarily want to be caught up, right? That's a possibility. I know that for me, um, my hometown is actually not in the Bible Belt. They were trying to add Missouri and Kansas to the Bible Belt, It's just not going to ever happen. But there are some states that are literally the Bible Belt. In particular, the one that I live in right now, Georgia, and I have faced many, many, many discriminations. And I just kind of be looking at them like, yeah, no, hon, yeah, no. And so it's kind of scary. I know that for me as a woman, I wouldn't want some strange male telling me what to do with my power and myself and my energy and my body and anything. So I think that, us witches really have to be careful and like really pay attention. Here's what I can see. First of all, I think a lot of people need to really be careful. I was just watching a witch who I know this lady is a witch. You can tell by looking at her that she's a witch. It just is what it is. But I kind of like feel like it's like a kidnapping or like a hostage situation or something. It's very bizarre. Some kind of weird possession or something. Because honestly, being a witch is not a bad thing. What makes it a bad thing is when you're under terrorist attack in the states, okay, in the United States of America. Now that's pretty disgusting. And I have been under terroristic attack. I have absolutely disgusting. They feel that they have the right to rape you. They feel like they have the right to stalk you, even though we don't even exist on the same realm. Like, why are they so worried about witches? But here's what I believe that this is about. First of all, I felt a very, very strong, weird energy today, probably kicking in at about somewhere between 2 and 4 p.m. I felt some weird ass energy. And from what I gathered from it was bad luck. Okay, I felt bad luck. That's what spirit told me that it was. And so that prompted me to order like a big ass thing of bay leaves to burn tomorrow, not just in the house but outside. Um I'm going to be honest with you. I think that pursuing Christianity is a huge mistake. I would not advise anybody to do that. And I think that when they start to conjure those bad spirits out of the Bible, I think that it does not benefit them, and it definitely doesn't. It doesn't really make a difference, but it doesn't benefit them at all. It doesn't. Feeling better about something and putting away your intuition, that's avoidance, that's denial, that's not feeling better or real healing. Okay, that's avoidance. What I sense is that religion is more so being used for the war on women for some reason. There is a huge fucking conspiracy war on women, not just black women, not just white women, not just indigenous women, all women. There's a war on us at this point. You know what I'm saying? And it's very perverse. It's based upon perversion and this need of having power and control. This very toxic, very toxic. But at the same time, I also feel that the reason why it's happening worldwide, or not worldwide, but just especially in the United States, is because of the United States and their codependency on sex trafficking and trafficking, period. And I think that that's the issue. Now, I don't know why these boys, these fellas, have gotten into their damn head that you have to sell a woman on the chopping block. They're selling children. I don't advise any witch ever to like turn over your power. You know, if the witchy community or either your family has recognized you as a witch, what's going to happen is that they are going to absorb that witch's powers, and it has to be done because God knows we do not. Goddess knows we do not need the church having any more power. The church is corrupt, and they have been outrightly terrorizing people. It it's like the most subtle and covert modern day witch hunt in history. And it's stupid. It's a huge mistake. So I'm going to say to these people, stop doing that. You know, I noticed that, and I don't know if this exists in other countries, because I do watch some witches from Australia. I've watched other witches even in Ireland. They don't seem to be doing the same thing as in the United States. So it's almost like the United States is like the and I want to say some places are worse than others, is that it is covered with this air of stupidity. It's almost like terrorism but on a very covert level, to the point where this country is being destroyed from the inside out, and people are falling for it, people are going for it, and religion is being done to do that. And it's very ISIS-ish, very very uh terrorist, right? Suicide bomber-ish. Yeah, that's exactly the way I would describe it. And I don't like it, and neither does the goddess, and neither does God likes it at all. Not cool, and it needs to stop. I am calling for the terrorism against witches to cease and desist. The whole converting to Christianity is a way of saying to you, or you saying to them, hey, I'm broken. I'm broken completely. You broke me. You broke me. Right? Which is perfectly fine. But honestly, we can't afford that, because if we're not careful, this country is going to get turned into a very hellish world for some women, not for all of us, for women and children. That's not good. Now, I've noticed that there have been fraud witches and scam witches that are down to clown the woman, hatred for the divine feminine, hatred for the witch. Yes, those have been out there, but I'm talking about a real witch, a heirloom seeded witch that truly stands in her power and would never be on the side of misogyny and patriarchy. That's a witch. Okay, to me, You can be born a witch, you can be of the bloodline, but if you are down with that type of behavior towards any woman, I don't, no. The disrespect, the disregard, the lies, the bullshit, so that women and children can be left wide open to destruction of these people who have essentially lost their fucking minds. They have essentially created this world that I don't live in. Neither me, my children, my clients, we don't live in that world. But when you feel broken and weak under their command, they done hijacked you. And that ain't the right thing to do. Now, listen, I'm not judging anybody's situation. Somebody may have threatened your child. They do it on the internet all the damn time. I had that happen to me. 10 years of false defects calls, death threats. For me, I would never fold. And I ain't calling their bluff. I'm just saying that you're not going to do anything to harm my family or nobody that I love. And I'll make sure of it. But I understand if your intuition tells you, let me go back into hiding, right? I totally understand that. Okay. What I have to say about the situation is that I have been under threat. There's been all sorts of voodoo, hoodoo, all kind of shit that they try to throw at me. Okay. Christian magic, all kinds of stuff that has been thrown at me. And it's not making a difference to me, and it never will. I think it's stupid. I think it's pointless, and I think it's a waste of time. Now, I will tell you that they're not going to be able to control it. They're not going to be able to ever control Lilith. They're never going to be able to subdue the goddess, the witches, they're not. It's never going to happen. So, regardless if witches are practicing, it doesn't matter. I will always practice till the day I stop breathing. But it's not going to make a difference. Trying to convert witches to Christianity is not going to make a difference. It's not going to change anything. There will be justice and there will be peace. There will be harmony. Okay? Because as an outsider looking in, as a shamanic witch, like I come from a line of shamans, this is something that was just recently revealed to me. I didn't even know it. The ancestors are not going anywhere and you can't see them. You're dealing with an invisible enemy that you can't see. And they're just trying to make the world better. Just like a lot of us witches are trying to make the world better. What the fear is around that, it could be capitalism because, there's obviously a capitalism of pain and suffering of people. It can be capitalized upon for years and years and years, to the point where you are just a cash cow for capitalism if you did not have the best upbringing, the best family, the best experiences, and if you fell victim to the horse shit and the malarkey. And when it comes to witches, there's big change when it comes to that, and they don't like it. Now, us witches that do work for people, we have been vetted to charge for our work, right? So that's just the way that it is. They don't want us doing anything else. They don't want us doing anything else except for the spiritual work. Trust me, even if I opened up a shop, they would be like, yeah, you need to hire a manager. Okay. And, set things up, but then you've got to focus on the spiritual work that you're doing for people. Okay. So, and my clientele is very exclusive. Um, and it's just like that. But, it's just the point. Who made all this up? Who did the